Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda Rose. For those of you that are new to my channel, this is your first time tuning in. Today I'm going to be doing a review on the NYX Total Cover Drops. And also I'm going to be mixing in the Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation. These are two I am mixing together. I have been using this for about 2 to 3 weeks now, so I have a really good review on it and how I like to mix it and how I like to wear it and how I don't like to wear it. So yeah, if you want to see how I got this foundation look and what I think about these two together and by themselves, then keep on watching. So I'm going to be reviewing the NYX Total Control Drops, and I am in the shade Beige. And I didn't like this by itself, so to get it to work for me, I've been mixing it with the Urban Decay All Nighter Waterproof Liquid Foundation, and this is in the shade 7.5. And I mix these two together and I get the perfect combo. I like applying it with a beauty sponge, beauty blender, rather than a brush, because I feel like I get more coverage that way. My face is already primed. I use the Maybelline Master Prime Blur and Illuminate 200 over my whole face. And then I took the Maybelline Strobing Liquid in the shade 100 Light. And I highlighted my cheekbones with it, my chin, my nose, and my forehead, just to give it that real nice pop glowiness underneath the skin, because I'm into that really dewy look. And this actually gives you that full coverage look, but it still gives you like a nice glow. So right here I have 3 pumps of the Urban Decay All Nighter. And then now this one, I just like to go directly onto my sponge and then onto my face. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the Urban Decay All Nighter. And I'm just going to start dotting that on my face. I have my mirror right here, so if you're wondering why I keep looking this way. So I didn't even use all the foundation, but as you can see, so this one you want to shake up really good. And then it comes with a little dropper, which is cool. I like it. It's really liquidy, so keep that in mind. So I'm going to be using I'm just bringing it out some more, the Eco Tools blending sponge, which I've used the little ones. I haven't used this one yet, so we're going to see how this goes. I also have my beauty blender right here just in case, or my MAC 170 just in case I'm filling it. So yeah, we'll see. So now I'm going to go directly on to the back of my beauty blender with this guy. That just soaked up all my product, so we're not going to do that. We're just going to do what I normally do. Ooh, it's really watery. As you can see, it's like legit running down my face. Like, it's really watery. I don't like the Urban Decay All Nighter by itself, so I am happy that I found a foundation that I can mix together. So this is what we look like so far. Now let's start blending. I think I put on too much. Oh yeah, I put on way too much. So I'm just going to wipe this side off with this towel I have here, and I'm just going to start blending it this way because I put way too much foundation on. On the neck. It looks really light on camera, but as it sits, it oxidizes, so it turns into your shade. So even though it looks not my shade, it is. So this sponge is nice for around the nose. but don't think I'm liking it for the full face. But we shall keep working it. It's really big. Like, it expanded a lot when I wet it. So, yeah. Like, actually, it might be nice to get around the brows. Huh, it actually was. So, it's nice to get around the brows. So, we gotta give it that. So, I like the coverage of this and the overall finish. With this foundation, I find that I don't really need to set it. So, the only parts I'm going to set is my T-zone, my nose area, and my chin, because that's where I crease the most. And I'm just going to set that with my Hello Flawless powder. But I want to give this a second to set before I do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my concealer. So now that we have that done, I'm going to go in with my concealer. And I'm using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, and this is the shade Neutralizer. And I'm going to be using my Urban Decay Naked Skin. This is in the shade Medium Light Neutral. So I'm going to take this. I'm just going to do a few dots like so. And then I'm going to go right on top. With my Urban Decay. Like so. I'm not putting too much concealer on today because I don't really need it, especially with that foundation. I've noticed I don't really need it. So then I'm just gonna start blending it out. This foundation is such full coverage. Like, I love the coverage of this foundation. It is so nice, and my products just blend so beautifully on top of it. I've been trying this foundation out for about 2 weeks now, so I have a pretty good review on it. I never do my under eyes first, and I did today, and I'm gonna have to go back and re-blend them out. But do you see how the concealer is just blending flawlessly right on top of the foundation? It's literally just melting in to the foundation, which is one of my favorite. I hate when my concealer will not blend in. That is, I mean, everybody who wouldn't hate that, right? So, yeah. So now that we got that done, I'm going to set my under eyes, and I'm going to set it with my Marc Jacobs. Ooh, I'm gonna blind you. Insta Marc, and this is number 40 Mirage. Okay. Where did this little brush go? And I'm gonna be just taking this tapered contouring face brush, and I'm taking the banana shade, and I'm going to pop that right under my eyes, like so. And then I'm also going to take I'm also going to be taking the Flower Beauty in the shade MM1 Transparent, and I'm going to use this to also just bake underneath my eyes. Okay, now I'm going to go and finish the rest of my makeup, and I will be back with my final thoughts for you guys on this foundation. So I finished my makeup and done my whole face, and it looks so good on top of this foundation. I am obsessed. And I also used the Milani Make It Dewy setting spray. This is the Make It Last, but it's Make It Dewy in the white bottle. I don't know where I put it, but I love that when I spray it all over and then I pat it in, and it just looks absolutely flawless and gorgeous, and I love it. Here's like an up close. You can see where it's like really dewy, and I'm highlighted because I put like a lot of dew on my face. I really like the dewy finish lately. I'm really into that, so that's why my skin looks really glowy and glossy. And you could also keep it matte if you wanted to, just by setting it, or you don't even have to set this really, and it'll stay matte. But again, I use the shade Beige in the NYX Total Cover Drops, and then I mixed it with 7.5 in the Urban Decay All Nighter, and this is my favorite combo. I don't like them by themselves. This one sometimes maybe, but I'm not a total fan by itself. And this one I hate by itself. I hate it. It falls into all my smile lines, my under eyes, my crease lines on my forehead, everything. I hate it. I hate them by themselves, but together they're a miracle. And yeah, so that is my review on this foundation. It is, you know, you could also use it to like lighten your foundations, darken your foundations and stuff like that. Add it to your moisturizer, kind of like the Cover FX drops, but it's a lot cheaper. It's only like $13, I believe. But yeah, so that's it for this video. I hope you guys liked, comment, and subscribe below, and I will see you guys on my next one. And I love you all. Thank you so much for your support. Bye, everybody.